Hey guys, let's see. I'm just gonna hang out here. I won't be on very long. Let's see. Hey everybody coming in. I'm not gonna be on very long today. I just kind of wanted to do a quick live with you guys um, before I head out on this rainy Wednesday here in what I call sunny Pensacola, but it's no sun today, Florida. Hey guys, as you're coming in, if you'd be so kind to hit that thumbs up button. Come on, guys, hit those thumbs up for me. Like I said, I'm not going to be on long. I just kind of want to share something with you guys today. Let's see. Something. The 17th. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know it's kind of early in the day. Maybe a lot of people are still at work. A lot of people are busy. I hope nobody else is on live. I hope I'm not interrupting anybody. Let's see. Hey, Joanne. How's it going today? Everything's going good. Hey, Bria, good morning. Bria says good morning to everyone. Good morning to you as well. Okay. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm going to get through this real quick. I know most of you have probably already heard or seen the mini haul from City Trends, um, or the haul from City Trends. Still Classy came on yesterday, and it is so funny because I was out. At a store right across the street from a City Trends when her live popped up, and I just clicked on it. And then she was showing her great haul from City Trends. So I hesitated and I was like, well, she got some great deals. I'm not really sure what's going to be at my store, but I'll just go right across the street and see. So if you're watching this or you're catching the replay, big shout out to Still Classy for sharing her haul. And then later that afternoon, I saw Boss Lady Fee had also hit up City Trends. So I just kind of wanted to come on and share with you guys. I'm sorry I keep getting close to the camera because I'm trying to read as I'm talking as well. Hi, Angel Garcia. What up, doe? You up? Hey, Rissa. Hey, my friend. Shamika. Hey, Shamika. I saw your video this morning driving through the streets of Chicago. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nevertheless, I was hanging out yesterday and then like I said, the live popped up. So I just ran right across the street to City Trend. So I just wanted to show you guys, if you're in the Pensacola area, I've cleared the shelves at both City Trends. So unless they put out some more stuff, I'm not sure you're going to be able to get anything. Sorry, but not sorry. Okay, so for my let's see, what is this? Candy swirl, okay, from City Trends. This is the body scrub. I absolutely like these. They are going to be great basket fillers. They were regular $10, okay? And then City Trends had them for $4.99. But of course, we all scored them for $1. Okay. So this is a $10 body scrub that we scored for $1. So I got a bunch of these candy swirls. These are going to come in handy around Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. So they're going to be great basket fillers. Good morning, everybody coming in. Let's see, let's see. Sharika said, hello, everyone. Shar- Sharika, I think says, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, sweet girl. All occasions. Hey, catching your live for the first time. Hey, girl, hey. Go in your settings and click all. Where your subscriptions are. I learned that because I did not know, I'm so used to this YouTube thing. But if you click all on the videos or your subscriptions, you're going to see everything that comes across. I have all clicked on all mine. So I catch all you guys. If I'm subscribed to your channel, I catch everything. But let me go ahead and move on with this. Hey, if you're just coming in for the first time, I think I have 11 watching, 7 likes. Come on and hit that thumbs up for me. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to be on very long because I'm heading out. Okay, so Candy Swirl Body Scrub, $1. This is going to be great for Valentine's Day, Easter, even Christmas, as basket fillers. And then I got the strawberry one. They smell really, really good. Really, really good. Same price for $1. I cleared the shelves. I mean, I took them all because it was such a great price. Like I said, regular retail $10. They had them for $4.99 and I scored them for $1. Okay, so I got a bunch of these candy swirl and strawberry. Now let me tell you, they had one called vanilla chocolate. Oh, yeah, no. I opened it up and smelled it, and I was like, yeah, no. Now, granted, that is just personal. That's a personal preference for me. But I wouldn't stop anybody else, from buying that because just because I don't like it doesn't mean somebody else won't. So you guys know how that works. So if you're here in my area and you go to the City Trends, the only thing that's left that I left on the shelves was the chocolate vanilla. I don't know. I just it just didn't appeal to my senses, but I definitely wouldn't, you know, dissuade anybody else from getting it. Okay, so I got a bunch of these. Um, they only had 2 of these. This is the gummy bear exfoliating sugar scrub. Okay. This one also was okay, so this one was regular $14. They had it for $4.99 and I scored it for $1 from City Trends. Okay. They only had a couple of these left, but I grabbed them all. I think these were this was by Spa Therapy, so I looked it up online and it's pretty expensive and it's a big jar. Okay, so these will be really, really good in your baskets as fillers. Like I said, some of you guys probably saw Still Classy, Boss Lady Fee. I'm not sure who else had a video out there on these. So you probably seen them, but I just kind of want to come on for those of you that didn't. Hey, Kimberly Showers. Hey, girl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Hope I didn't miss anybody. But if I did, good morning. Good morning. I'm going back up. Hey, Bria. How you doing? And everybody else in the live this morning. Okay, so what did I tell you? I got strawberry. I got cupcake. I got gummy bear. Um, raspberry. I just got a bunch of them. I'm not bringing them all out, but you guys can see those. So, I mean, for $1, you couldn't beat those. I even got a couple of these candles from City Trends as well. These were regular $12. City Trends had them on sale for $4.99. Again, $1. They smell really, really good. Okay, these will be good for inexpensive gifts. Candles don't go bad. Also, someone said check the expiration date on the body scrubs. They don't have expiration dates on them. I've checked into on this entire package. There's no expiration date. I even went online to see about the expiration, but they're not going to be in my stockpile long enough for them to expire. But just in case anybody wants to know, there is no expiration date on the body scrubs. Okay. And of course, candles, they'll last forever. Okay. So I did get those. I thought this was a great deal too. We got some beard butter, okay, for men. My son-in-law has a beard, and I'm always looking for stuff for him for Christmas. So this is a great little stocking stuffer for men for beard butter. And let me tell you, it smells really, really, really good. Okay, guys, come on. I got 19 people watching, 13 thumbs up. Come on, give me some more thumbs. Give me some more thumbs. I'd appreciate it. Let's see. Am I missing anybody in the chats? Hi, Nelvin. Good morning. Oh, I'm sideways. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. One second. Okay. Is that better? I apologize. Thank you for letting me know, Nelvin. I had the rotation on my camera turned the wrong way, so I apologize for that. You guys let me know if I'm right side up now. Somebody let me know. Rissa, if you're still in here, why you didn't let me know that, girl? Come on now. You slipping on me. You're slipping. Okay, I think I should be okay now. Okay, guys, thank you for the thumbs up. I got 14 and 14. Oh, Nelvin, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. I didn't, Carissa said she texted me. Well, I'm on my phone, Rissa, so that's why I didn't see it. Baskets Beyond, yes, much better. Hey, guys, thank you so much. I just stuck my phone in the thing and didn't even realize that the rotation was off. So for that, I do apologize. But thank y'all for letting me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't guess I need to go back through this. I showed you guys all of these. I hope because I was sideways, you got it. I'm so sorry. Oh, I was showing you the beard butters. I got a bunch of these. Let me tell you, the regular price on these was $26. I had no idea beard butter was that expensive. What's the name of this? Beard butter, day-to-day maintenance. The name is covered up. Let's see. Empathy, it looks like. Empathy for men. I don't know, but the stuff smells really, really good. Anyway, they were regular $26. City Trends had them marked down to $7. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see it. $7. I scored them for $1. Okay. So here we go. We got bunches of those. The beard butters. These are going to be good Valentine's Day. I don't know about you guys. Father's Day wasn't a big hit for me. I did okay, but I don't know. For Father's Day in my area, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like we do a whole lot of shopping for the guys for Father's Day. Okay. I also got a lot of these. I'm not going to go through and show you all of them, but I got a lot of these. Cucumber melon, and they had a lavender scent. Body sprays. Like I said, these are great for little inexpensive gifts. They were regular $10. City Trends had them for $4.99. And of course, I scored a bunch of them for $1. Okay. Great inexpensive gifts for stocking stuffers. Okay. For Christmas or Easter or just whenever. So I got a bunch of these. They only had 2 cents left in the stores that I went to, which was the cucumber melon, which was my favorite one. Lavender, little bit. I didn't really care for it. Hey, Crafty Leo, how you doing? Okay, let's see. Crafty Leo, Baskets and Beyond. Thanks, Basket and Beyond. I'm so sorry I was sideways, but thank you, Nelvin, for letting me know. I think I said hey to everybody in here. Okay, so we got those. I even picked up some Guess perfumes. Now, they only had 2 of these left. And I did the research, and it's actually a Guess perfume, okay, from City Trends. I was shocked. Because usually, they have the knockoffs, but these are actually the originals. On here it was regular $26. They had it marked for 7, and no, I'm sorry. It was regular 26. They marked it down for 9.99. Then they had it marked down for $7, and I was able to score them each for $1. Okay, so I was only able to get 2 of those. Okay, actually $1. Okay, and they're the Guess perfume. I opened this one, and let me tell you, I was thinking about keeping one for myself. Do y'all do that? I do that. I'll go shopping for my baskets and be like, I think I really like this. And cute little bottle. Cute little bottle. And it is the original Guess. Okay, so run to your City Trends. See if you can find some more of these. I'm telling you, it smells really good. It is definitely, I know my fragrances, so this is definitely the Guess fragrance. Okay. All right. So I was able to get 2 of those. And like I said, a lot of these body scrubs, I'm not going to bring them all out. I have them here. Okay. This is really, oh, well, let me tell you, they had a bunch of these too in City Trends. They had some nut choppers. If you guys saw, I did kind of like a mini video while I was in City Trends. But this is by KB's. It's a bowl hugger. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so like if you're doing soup or chili or something and you want to put it in the microwave, you know how the bowl gets hot? This is a bowl hugger. So you sit it in there, put it in the microwave so it keeps the bowl cool. So these were regular, let's see, $10. Then they had them marked down for $5.99, then $3.99. I was able to score them for $1. Okay. I bought a couple of these because I do home baskets for a couple of realtors. And I thought this would be nice to put in realtor baskets. They also had some nut choppers. Hey, Designs by Elfrida. Hello. They also had some nut choppers and things like that. I don't know if you'd be interested in that, but if you do realtor baskets or home baskets for realtors, really, really nice. They only had 4 of these, so I grabbed all 4 of them. I think I'm going to keep one for myself. It looks like it's kind of like a African-American line. Let's see. Meaning the designer of them. Let's see, I'm going to cut this tape because I kind of wanted to look at it in the inside and just kind of see. Looks really neat. Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is really cute. Oh, I don't want to open the plastic. Oh, it's really cute. Okay, that's his hands. Okay, so when you open it up, his hands is like holding the bowl. And you set your bowl in there. Okay. I think that's cute. That's a cute little stocking stuffer gift. Okay, and that's the back of the box right there. I mean, great for $1 for Christmas, home baskets, just those grab and go gifts. You know how you need something quick for your employer or the people you work with, or I'm thinking of a way I can jazz this up with, you could put a cute bowl in here and a spoon, with a hugger, maybe with a little oven mitt or something like that. I think these are really cute. I wished I could find some more of those. I didn't get the nut choppers because I was like, "Oh, I'm not really sure." But now that I think about it, I might go get 3 and just pair it with this because they had a bunch of those nut choppers left. They had like, I mean, tons of them. So I don't think they were great sellers. But you know what? For $1, and they were regular $10. That's a great little money maker. Okay. All right. So I got a couple of those. And this is really what I want to show you. My girlfriend and I, Carissa, I think she's still on here. Rissa, you still here? Oh, love the bowl huggers. Yeah, Rissa, they are really, really cute. I got those after I left you yesterday. Anywho, Designs by Frida. Thanks for sharing. Girl, anytime. You know what? I am not a gatekeeper. If I find a good deal, I am willing to share it with the world. Let me tell you. I love a good bargain. My friends always teasing me about they won't say I'm cheap, but I'm definitely a bargain hunter. Okay, listen, look at this. Okay, so let me tell you, I know y'all probably saying, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? Because when I saw them in the store, I was like, what the heck is that? But then I started looking at it, and what it is. Okay, let me disclaimer first of all, I forgot to tell you. These did not come from City Trends. I happened to stop in Ollie's. If you guys have an Ollie's near wherever you are, um, let's see. Carissa's saying I'm a good steward over my funds, not cheap. Yeah, I think they be calling me cheap behind my back, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't major in finance for nothing. Look here. Anyway, I went in Ollie's yesterday. Wasn't really looking for anything, just killing time. But let me tell you, if you have an Ollie's somewhere, it would behoove you to stop there, maybe once a week or whatever, because you never know what you're gonna find in Ollie's. You never know. Some of that stuff is kind of overpriced, but every now and then you might run across a nugget. Okay, so for this weird looking thing, okay, in the pack, and I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know what the heck this is. And then I had to stare at it for a while because I was like, I'm not even sure I like this. But what it is, if you can see, it's an Avengers. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you can see it. Let me know if you guys can kind of read that. It's an Avengers Marvel. Okay, it's a hooded blanket. It's a hooded blanket, and this is the girl that she is. I don't know her name because I don't know anything about Avengers Marvel. Oh, Shuri. Shuri is her name. Shuri is her name. Okay. Um, oh, you can see it. Okay, great. Thanks, Alfreda. So it looked kind of weird in the package. I'm like, what the heck is this thing here? But then when I started looking at it, I didn't want to take the package apart in the store. But when I looked at the picture, what this is the top of Shuri's hair, okay, with her ponytail. Like I said, it's a hooded blanket. So the baby's head goes in here, and then she kind of wraps the blanket around her, okay? I don't know. The more I looked at it, the cuter I thought it was. So I bought one for my granddaughter, and I bought a couple more. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try that in a basket. I do a lots of kids baskets. In fact, I just sold one the other day for a really, really good price. Um, I put together with just some stuff I'd had in my stockpile. You guys maybe saw it. I did a little TV chair with a blanket and a cup, and oh man, I delivered it yesterday, and um the lady that bought it absolutely fell in love with it. And I monogrammed the baby's name on the back of the chair um with my Cricut and just kind of customized it for her. Okay, so at Ollie's, if you have an Ollie's and you're interested in these, let me tell you, they were regular 19, so let's say $20, 19.99. They were regular $19.99. Okay, for these. And I think because it's Marvel, but look, at Ollie's, guys, 2.99. 2.99. I thought that was a really, really good price. And then because I'm an Ollie's member, I had some points or something on there that I didn't even realize I had. So I wind up paying like a dollar. I'm gonna say $1.99. It was a little like $1.89 for these. Okay. Because I had some points. But even if you don't have points at 2.99, I personally still think it's a great deal. So even though it looks weird in the package, if you look at it, it's really kind of cute. Now, this would be cute to pair, like I said, for Easter for a little girl, a birthday. Christmas is coming. This would make a really cute little gift. I'm sure you guys can probably think of some really nice things that you can put with them. Hey, Crafty Lego, if you have a Black Panther items, yes, you know what? That's a good idea. Huh, I didn't think about that. I don't have any Black Panther items, but I think the new Black Panther movie is coming out. Somebody told me, or was it a new Marvel movie? I think it was a Black Panther movie. I think a new one's coming out or something. So I'm sure they'll have some nice stuff. So be on the lookout. If you go in Ollie's, now you got to search through where the blankets are because they were just kind of thrown up on a shelf. So they weren't really displayed. So, but for $2.99 for a blanket that was $20, I just thought it was just really kind of cute. So I got a bunch of these. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I got a bunch of those to put in my stockpile. Because, things, guys, are going up, with the world that we're living in, with the tariffs and all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. Stuff is really getting hard to come by. And when I shop, I always try to keep in mind my moms that have more than one baby that they're trying to buy for, or even sometime grandparents and stuff like that. So yeah, Crafty, you know it, you got it. So I like to offer really, really nice things, but at reasonable prices. In fact, my friend that's on here is always telling me, you don't charge enough, you don't charge enough. But I think I charge a fair price where I am making a little money, but not, hitting people over the head. Now, for custom orders, that people that want things customized, I do charge a little bit extra, but that's why I like to buy things at a reasonable price, offer really, really nice things, because for Christmas time, people buy in multiples. So if you can offer nice things, pair this with a loofah, a loofah and maybe a body spray or something like that, maybe a nice cozy pair of socks, and sell it, where you bought it at a really good deal, you're making a really nice profit, but you're still able to offer a quality gift. So that's always what I try to do. Um, when I am doing shopping. Have any of you guys out there let me know? Do y'all have a Ollie's somewhere in your area? I am going to. I think I left two on the shelves at Ollie's today. I mean, yesterday. I think I may go back and get those because I opened one of them, and the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. The one that I opened, I'm just going to give to my granddaughter. She's 4 years old, and she absolutely loves blankets. Hey, Lisa. No Ollie's, no roses. Where are you, Lisa? Where are you? Sometimes you might have to travel just a little bit out of your area. Um, Now that I have worked myself out of my corporate job, yay! I'm traveling to different places a little more, so I'm discovering more and more. Um, Sometimes I go in stores and I don't even buy anything. I'm just looking just to see and get some ideas and things like that. So, where are you, Lisa? You said no olives or roses in your area. I'm still mad because in this area they closed down my favorite store, which was Pop Shelf. So I don't know if you guys have a Pop Shelf where you are, but I absolutely love the sales at Pop Shelf. So I go to Gulfport a lot because there's a Pop Shelf in Gulfport, Mississippi. There's also one in Mobile, Alabama. So I'm always watching for the Pop Shelf sales. I absolutely love Pop Shelf. You can find some nice quality home items at Pop Shelf. I mean, Pier 1 type items at Pop Shelf for really, really good prices. Crafty Leo, Crafty Leo say, Miss Lisa, you in the boonies? You in the boondocks? Go ahead, Crafty. Okay, Crafty, go to your Ollie's if you like these. I don't know if you need I don't know if you need any kids blankets for your stockpile, but if you go to your Ollie's, you may be able to find some in there. Like I said, the packaging when you first look at it looks kind of weird, but I promise you when you open it up, it is just the cutest thing. And I think for a kid, they'll really like it. So let me know if you find anything. Crafty Leo says, I know where you are, Miss Lisa. It's too bougie down there. I don't know where you are, Miss Lisa. Your Ollie's is closed or 75 miles away. Demar, am I pronouncing that right? I hope I am. Wow, 75 miles away. That's a long time. Oh, Lisa, you're in Texas? Girl, I thought Texas had everything. Y'all don't have an Ollie's or a Rose? Well, where do you shop out there? Do y'all have a pop shelf? I know everybody got Walmart, so where do you get your good bargains? Hmm. Crafty Leo says she always you say you always need something. Listen, what I've been doing was this is our kind of, I'm not going to say down season, but let's say a slower season or our prep season. This is the season where we start prepping. We do our organizing of your inventory, and then you start. I'm going to start prepping here really soon for Christmas baskets. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting into the Christmas thing now. I'm just not really sure. So, but I need to get started because we do a lot of street sales, and last year I sold out. I mean, I literally sold out. And my friend that's on here, she's still on here. She came with me. She sells Avon, and she does quite well out there too with our street selling. And one day we were packing up. Wait, was that Christmas? I think that was Mother's Day. Yeah, it was. It was Mother's Day. Because for Christmas I sold totally out. For Mother's Day I had a few items left over, and we were packing up my trailer, and people were actually chasing us down. I was selling stuff out of the trailer as we were packing up trying to go. So that let me know. Yeah, Marissa, it was Mother's Day. Thanks. Um, that let me know that I needed to prepare more. Mother's Day, let me see. Mother's Day, Easter, Christmas are my three biggest. Oh, I'm sorry, Valentine's Day. Let me back up. Valentine's Day, Easter, and Mother's Day are my three biggest selling holidays. Christmas, I'm gonna have to regauge that with Christmas this year, because last year was my first Christmas going out actually street selling. So I didn't make a whole lot of gifts. I think I might have made maybe 70 or 80. Um and then I did a craft show. It went okay, didn't do really, really well. Christmas for me was a lot of custom orders. It was a lot of custom orders. So I was doing a whole lot of custom orders. So I didn't make that much to bring out on the street. Um, and I sold a lot out of my house. Okay, so this is what I did. And actually, I picked up this tip from Boss Lady Fee. Tamara says, any ideas for vendor events for the fall festival? Anybody got any ideas for Tamara? Kimbrough, hey Tamara. Let me tell you, I don't really do fall festivals. So I'm not the person to really ask about that. Never really tried it. I'm not really, there's nothing wrong with the vendor events. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the vendor events. If that's your mojo, if that's your vibe, go ahead and do it. I'm not really big on them because in my area, the vendors' fees are so expensive sometimes. They're just so expensive sometimes. So I don't want to pay 70 or $80 for a vendor spot, have um, six other basket makers out there and not even recoup my money. So I'm not the person really to ask about that. I'm not knocking it. If that is your thing, I say go for it. I think LBE does a lot of vendor events and she does, quite well from what I've seen on her live. So I am definitely not knocking it. Just for me in this area, it hasn't worked out, but then I haven't done a whole lot of them either for fall festivals. I personally like custom orders. I love custom orders. And I have a lot of people that order from me custom. Let's see. Last year, Crafty Leo says last year was her first time street selling for Christmas as well. How did you do, Crafty? How did you do? Let me know. Designs by Alfreda. Hey, Frida. I think I said hey before. Yes, the three biggest selling times: Christmas, not big, but on customer orders. Yep, I did a lot. But I wanted to tell you, I picked up this tip from Boss Lady Fee. Shout out to Boss Lady Fee. Hey, girl, if you're catching this at a later time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. I watch you religiously. Actually, I try to watch all y'all religiously. Um, but I saw her one year. She opened up her house, I think it was, and did like a home showing for, I think it was Christmas. If it wasn't Christmas, Boss Lady Fee, please, I'm sorry, but this is what I think I'm remembering. She opened up her home where she had made a bunch of gifts, but it was people she knew that buy from her often. So she did kind of like a private showing in her home. And, last year I said, you know what, that's a good idea. So I started making some gifts and I just invited a couple of people that buy from me often. Um, just people I knew from my secular job, my corporate job. It worked out really, really well. I put everything in my husband has a game room, a pool room where his pool table is. Covered his pool table, and put all my gifts out there. And a couple of people from my neighborhood came by, a couple of people from my job came by. Well, my clients from my job came by. Like I said, again, people that I knew, because you got to be careful. You can't open up your home to everybody, which you guys already know that. And I sold a lot that way. Hence, when I did go out street selling, my inventory had shrunk because I did a lot of custom orders and things of that nature. Let's see where I am here. Hey, RA Baskets, Ashley. Hey, Ash, how you doing? Crafty Leo says, real good. I enjoyed it and pray I will be back out there this Christmas. Okay, so Crafty Leo said she did really, really good for Christmas. Um, Crafty says, hey, Ashley. Nove's Creations. Hey, y'all. Hey, yay. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, girl. Um, R.A. Basket says, hey, Crafty Leo. Okay, so I don't know. What do you guys think about that home showing? Like I said, I got that tip from Boss Lady Fee. And it worked out really well for me. It worked out really well for me. It helped people with the hustle and bustle, not having to go out there. They were able to get like a first glance at some gifts. In fact, I think I remember I sold like 10 gifts to one person who was a friend of mine. She works at a daycare center and she needed 10 gifts for some of the people that she worked with, but she was looking for small, inexpensive gifts. So, what I had put together was some sock gifts, the snack socks. You guys remember those? We were all buying the snack socks. So, I did those and I think I sold them for like $12. $12 a pop, but since she bought so many, I think I sold them for like $10 to her. So that was $100. That was $100 for those little snack sock gifts, just right off the bat like that. She came by the house. She said, "I need those." And she bought all of them, and out the door she went. So that home thing might be something else that um, you could do a sip and see. have a little hot chocolate or whatever your preferred drink is, invite a couple of people over, just to get a little hot chocolate, and then show them your gifts, show them what you got. And they might buy, or if they don't buy that, they might make a custom order. I did get a lot of custom orders from the showing because I had people to come and say, well, this is not exactly what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Do you think you can do something like this? So I've done that as well. So just some different ideas to help boost your business around the holiday time. I also did my own vendor event in November. I think that was last November. Yeah, I did a pop-up shop. Okay. Um, outside of my, let's see, okay, hey, Crafty Leo. Novea says, oh, wow, yeah, if you got the time and the space, why not? Yeah, I mean, actually, if you have the gifts, it doesn't take that much time. Set it for an hour or hour and a half or 2 hours. Set your time schedule. Let them know you're going to do maybe like a sip and see. Trust me, around the holidays, for people can come on their lunch hour. So it doesn't have to be a big thing, and let them come around, let them know, what you're going to be selling. This works well for any business. Back in the day, we used to all do Pampered Chef. Remember Pampered Chef, Mary Kay, Avon. I can't tell you how many Mary Kay parties I've been to where they do the facials and the things like that, and then they offer the products. I never left there without buying anything. I liked the product, but I thought, you know what? They took the time, even if it was just some facial cream or something like that. My friend on here selling Avon, that might be something that you want to do, as well. I mean, you never know. Not everybody likes to go out for the hustle and bustle in the malls and fighting crowds and things like that. So this might be something else you can offer your customers around the holidays, or even and let them know then, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. We do custom orders. If you do treats, baskets, Mary Kay, Ave, just whatever might be something good. I can't take credit for that idea. Again, that was something I saw on Boss Lady Fee's channel, and let me tell you, it worked for me. It worked for me. But it also reduced my inventory when I went out to street sell. But I sold much more, out of my home. Um, I bought baskets to work and put them on display so people were, I was getting orders that way. So it's a thing where you got to kind of think outside the box. Think outside the box. Social media is a great platform, but there's a lot of people on social media. So I love social media and I love what it does, for advertising, but I'm always trying to think outside of the box and think about something unconventional that I haven't seen, a lot of places. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Bourbon Bubblegum. Hey girl, Bourbon Bubble. I love that name, Bourbon Bubblegum. I think that is so cute. Happy Wednesday to you and everyone in the chat. Your child's chair design was awesome. Oh, thank you, Bourbon Bubblegum. I really, really enjoyed making that. Hey, does anybody in here have a Cricut? Bourbon, do you have a Cricut machine or a Silhouette or a cutter? Because they're great for like monogramming things and things of that nature. The learning curve could be a little bit of a challenge, but I've been doing it so long. I've been working with cutters for, I know, a good 10 years. So it's kind of second nature to me. So if anybody has one and they're finding it a little bit difficult, of course, YouTube University is out there. But if you have any questions and you think I can help you with, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to share what I know. Like I said, I'm not a gatekeeper. Whatever I have, whatever I know, I'm always about empowering those around me because I certainly am one that believes whatever's at the head runs down. So as God blesses me, I want to bless others because that's where my blessings continue to flow from. It's very hard for God to bless you if these are closed. You got to learn how to open those and share. share with the world. And what God has for you is for you. So, and a lot of times I'll give people ideas and then they put their twist on it. And I'm thinking, man, I didn't think about that. So I'm learning as well. And I've been doing baskets for, I don't want to tell my age, but I've been doing baskets for quite a while. I think I've told you guys before I had a women's ministry, and this is how this started. I would make baskets and we would give them out into the community, or I would bless some of the ladies of the ministry with them. And then people started ordering, and that's how this whole thing came about. But anyway, enough about that. We've already talked about that. Okay, JCD. Hey girl, JCD, I have really been enjoying your videos. I catch you quite often as well. Um, JCD says, hello, beautiful and family. Hey, sweet girl. Love you, love you, love you. Alfreda says, I think a home show is good. Okay. I have done them. Okay, great. Only inviting people you knew. Also have done an open house at a hotel for Christmas. It was successful. Hotel hotel date is crucial. You know what? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. You need to tell us a little bit more about that. Like I said, thinking outside the box. Let's think unconventional. Let's think about, things that haven't been done a lot, making it convenient for your clientele, and trying to get your name out there. I am, or I have, and I'm going to do it again. When I first started out, I'd make realtor baskets and go around to all the real estate offices. I'd make one nice basket to show them what I can do, and then I'd make tiny little, gift baskets with little hand creams or something as like giveaways with my business card attached. And I've gotten one, two, three firms just from doing something like that. Um, People that order from me, consistently. So that's something else that you could think about doing. Funeral homes is another one. Family baskets. I know that kind of sounds, maybe to some might sound weird, but let me tell you, it works because you have certain funeral homes, with families, they will only deal with one specific funeral home. And a lot of times the funeral homes will give gifts to the family. So comfort baskets is what I'm getting at. Comfort baskets. If you know somebody that works maybe in a hospital, tell them to keep their ears open, for maybe um opportunities there for comfort baskets. Or I know you got to be careful in healthcare and you can't just be soliciting, but if it's somebody that's in there, that's maybe going through something, having surgery or having a procedure, and that person and they have a family member in there, ask them to mention your name. I mean, you never know. I have a friend that works in a hospital. I don't know if she's still on here, but one year I did a bunch of t-shirts for her department that she was in at that time. It was doing breast cancer awareness, and they needed t-shirts because they wanted them all to dress alike. I think it was on a Friday or something, and they were looking for somebody to make t-shirts. She just casually mentioned that, my company made t-shirts, and I can't remember how many, but it was a bunch of them, and I gave them to her for a really good price. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, she might still be wearing that t-shirt. But anyway, things like that, just to kind of get your name out. Now, when I do custom gifts, I never send out my custom gifts without my information in there. In fact, I have three baskets I'm going to be doing here shortly, for a nonprofit organization in my area. And we're going to the gala. Um, and they wanted three baskets. They wanted a barbecue basket, a women's body basket, and they also want a liquor basket. Now, I do not purchase liquor. I do not purchase liquor to go in baskets. I do not have a liquor license, okay? But if they buy the liquor, I will design the basket. So that's what I do to get around that because like I said, I do not have a liquor license. Anyway, the nonprofit organization is paying me basically to design the baskets for them. And they do this every year. Um, and then I get my name in their publications. My name is mentioned at the gala a couple of times, and they allow me to network and bring my business cards. So that's something else you may want to look for in your area, nonprofit organizations. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me see. Let's see. What's it? Lisa, internet drop. Oh, girl, Lisa, that's okay. No apologies needed. It happened. Shant, hey, girl. That's another one of my favorites. Shant. I watch Shant every day with um just about when I can catch you, Sean, I'm on that live with the medications and things. Sean just be keeping it real. Absolutely love you. You know what? Sometimes you watch people so much you feel like you know them. You feel like you know them. Sean is one of them people. Um, Sean, I just came on with showing just a couple of things, but I want you to know I watch you all the time. Absolutely love you. Love your family. Sean says, hey, sis. I am family. Getting to catch one of your lives. You are awesome, basket designer. Hey, everybody. Shant, you are just the sweetest thing. If you guys aren't subscribed to Shant's channel, you got to go over there and check her out. Man, you talking about keep you laughing. I catch her sometimes in the morning. I think she's coming home from work and she'll do a live with us. I know Mr. Facing and everybody from Shant. So, hey out there. Sharon Grice says hello and a lot of good ideas. Great, Sharon. I'm glad you're getting some good ideas. Let me tell you, that home showing thing, it doesn't take a lot of space and it doesn't take a lot of time and it doesn't cost you anything. And the people you know will come. They will come. Um, Offer them a little, like I say, a sip and see, a little apple cider if you're going to do it around Christmas. If you want to do a little cocktail, if you're into that thing, one afternoon, it's Christmas time. People are in the holiday spirit already. And let me tell you, they're going to come. They're going to come. You could do a little game. I mean, you could do anything that you want. It's limitless. And nonetheless, if it doesn't work, if you only sell a couple of gifts, listen, you've got your name out there. They may not buy anything, but you've dropped a seed. You're going to let them know that you do custom orders. You're going to let them know, hey, if you don't see anything here, if there's something I could help you with, what's your budget? That's going to keep you from hitting the malls and going out there. And let me tell you, you guys have been out there in the stores. Y'all know that the selections are getting less and less. There's just not a lot of good stuff out there for good prices anymore, which is why we shop the way we do. So think about it at Christmas time. People are going to be out there hustling, looking for great deals to buy for family members. Find a need in your community, fill the need. I don't want to drive the gas. I don't want to waste the gas. I don't want to be with the hustle and bustle just to shop around in those stores and you can't find anything because it's all picked over. I don't want to buy wrap and bags and all of that stuff. Let me take that away from you. Come to my sip and see what I have. If you can't find anything you like, tell me what it is, and maybe we can, I can fill that for you. So just think about it. And if you guys decide to do it, hit me up and let me know. Bubblegum says, I used a Cricut, using it now, working on a special order. You shared some great tips in the chair video. I'm using the shadow style you taught. Thanks. Oh, Bourbon Bubblegum girl, anytime. Anytime. I'm gonna do more and more with my Cricut. I just made let me get it right quick. Hold on. Okay, so my granddaughter, Cairo, who is turning 4 years old, going on 44. That's my little mini me. She's just the sweetest thing ever. I love her so much, but she is sassy, let me tell you. Anyway, she watches my videos. Her mom says she loves to watch me on YouTube. She's 4. Um, Probably knows more about YouTube than I do. Anyway, she's having a Barbie party on Saturday. So her mom ordered her a cake, but she wanted a special cake topper for Cairo. So she called me and asked me, could I make her something in the Barbie theme for a cake topper? And this is what I came up with. Okay. Put a little bow on her hair on here. I wanted to do the Barbie with the Afro puffs, of course, but my daughter didn't want the Afro puffs because Kai doesn't have Afro puffs. But anyway, the choice is yours. So this is what I did, and I just put it on that little stick there. So what it does is it sticks right down in the cake. So this is the part you're gonna see, and then I put her name on it, put the little rhinestones on here. This was done with Cricut, okay? And that's the back. This was done with Cricut. I think it took me all of 15, 20 minutes. I designed it, I cut it, and that's what we came up with. So she has her own customized cake topper to go on her cake in her little Barbie theme. Because the ones we were looking at on Amazon, they were okay. They were a little bit more expensive and they didn't have her name on it. So, I mean, these are things too that you can do with Cricut. Those of you that sell treats or anything like that, I mean, here you go. Okay. And I made that for her. And you know what? It was fun. It was just fun. Okay, so I kind of veered off with that, but anyway, JCD Creation says thank you much for the support, girl. Anytime, anytime, anytime. She said, Lord, let me get out my handy dandy notebook. These are some awesome ideas. JCD, hit me up. I think you might have my email. Anyway, if you go on the channel, there should be some information there, how to get in contact with me. I'm willing to share anything you have. I have been, well, I've been in finance, a finance major. Like I said, I just worked myself out of a corporate job. I've just retired early. I took early retirement. Corporate world is just getting crazy. But I wanted to do something for myself, and God said it was time. So I'm just having a lot of fun and I'm enjoying it. But let me tell you, I worked for a very, 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 very long time. But aside with being in finance, I have learned how to create things to save money because I'm in finance. So I'm really big on like budgeting and saving money and things like that. So any ideas as far as marketing that I have, I am definitely, definitely willing to share. Hold on one second. R.A. Basket says, how big of a basket do you think, or should we show a small and bigger one, you think? Okay, RA baskets, what are we talking about? Are we talking about for like when you go to like the real estate offices or the funeral homes and things like that? If that's what you're talking about, I make a medium-sized basket, decorate it really, really pretty. It doesn't have to be anything gigantic. Um, but I have a catalog of my work on my Instagram page, okay? So when I bring it in there, my business card has my QR code for my Instagram on the back of it. And I always tell them, look, this is a catalog, hit this QR code and it opens up, a magnitude of things that I could do. Because again, you just kind of want to give them a sampling of what you do. So you don't want it to be tiny because you want them to get the idea of what you can do, and then you can let them know at that point if you need something smaller, we can do that. But generally for real estate offices, if they're doing home baskets, usually it's medium to large sizes that they're going to order because of the quality of things or the quantity of things that they put in there. Again, I also offer the design service where I have a realtor that loves to shop. She just is a shopper. She likes to shop, but she can't design. She cannot put it together and make it look like something. So what she does is she buys the items and then I design the basket for her. And when I do that, I provide the basket, the wrap, and the bow. And of course, I assemble it and make sure that the scale is right because they don't know. They just buy some random items sometimes, and sometimes I have to add some things in there to make the scale of the basket, because well, you guys that are basket designers understand how that works as far as scaling and getting things to properly sit in baskets and things of that nature. And sometimes you have to be a little careful because they'll bring you a lot of random items and it's like, okay, what do I do with this? Because they have all different colors. So I've trained her now. When she calls me, she says, okay, well, I have a closing comes up. I'm going to buy a couple of items. Then I'll try to tell her, okay, so what color scheme are we going to look at? So when you're shopping, try to stay within a color scheme or things of that nature to try to guide her. So we've been doing business together now for quite some time. So she's getting better. She's getting better. And sometimes I have to be really, really creative with some of the stuff that she brings me. And we're on a good term. So if it doesn't work, I'll tell her, hey, sis, this doesn't work. How about I replace it with this? And usually she's okay with it. And then whatever I replace, then I just return her item and then just kind of do the upcharge on whatever I'm going to add to it. So that's also something that you guys can do. I offer, like I said, a design service. Um, and that works out really, really well. The One of the realtors that's going to bring me an order, they have a toga party every year, and I've been designing for her for years, but it is her firm that gets together and does this toga party, and they do these alcohol gift basket raffles. I don't buy the alcohol at all, but she pays me to design the baskets for her. So, hey, I design the baskets for her. I'm not buying the alcohol. I'm just doing the designing, and they pay me very well for it. And then my name gets out there. And I've been doing this for her for about 4 years, about 4 years now. But when she orders from me, she orders in multiples, like a lot of multiples. Okay. Okay, so some great ideas. If you guys have some ideas you want to share with me, let me know. Okay, Ash, I hope I answered your question. JCD, closed mouths don't get fed and closed hands don't get blessed. You said that, girl. You said that. And my mouth is always open. Like I said, I worked in finance. I worked for a major insurance company. I sold intangible things, things that you couldn't even put your hands on. I sold promises to people. I promise that we're going to invest your money, and correctly. I promise you that if a loved one passed away, that your life insurance is going to pay. I sold intangible things. People gave me money and I gave them a piece of paper. you know, um and I've done this my whole entire life, my whole entire career. I just had a knack for it. I had a knack for it. But I also believed in the products I was selling. I believed in the products I was selling, and we always delivered. We always delivered. That is important in any business. In any business, you cannot sell something you're not proud of or you do not believe in. Okay, because people buy your product, but actually, before they buy your product, they're actually buying you. They are buying your personality. They're buying into you, I should say. Um, so you got to kind of get out there and put yourself out there. Let me tell you, YouTube Live for me, it's not my comfort zone. It is not my mojo. But let me tell you, you got to get out there. You got to get out there. I'm not shy in front of people. I just don't like to be in front of cameras, and I hate taking pictures. Anybody that knows me will tell you I absolutely do not like taking pictures. I don't even know why I don't like taking pictures. I just don't. You guys have some of the prettiest pictures on there, and I see stuff, and I'm like, oh, don't like doing that. But I got to get out of my comfort zone, so I'm really good at pushing myself and others out of their comfort zone. So I said all that to say, if I can sell an intangible, if I can sell a promise, you guys have bought life insurance before. You pay those premiums every month, hoping and praying that you never ever have to use it, but you have the comfort in knowing that if I do, it's there or it should be there for you. Like anything else, before you buy something like that, you got to do your research, whatever, whatever. But people buy from people they like and they trust. And that is with anything I think that we're trying to sell. Um, you know the difference between if you're going to buy a dress or whatever. If you have a really good salesperson that's personable, that feels like that you feel like, okay, she's really paying attention to me, she's really trying to help me, you know chances are her sales are going to be greater than somebody that just tells you, yeah, well, the dresses are over there in the corner, call me if you need me. I ain't got no use for you, lady. So, because if it's not that I want you to hover around me when I'm shopping, but if I'm asking for your help, if I'm asking for your help, I generally need your help. I need your input. Now, sometimes I go in department stores and I'll be like, you know what? I'm just browsing. If I need you, I'll come and get you. And I will. But if I come and get you, I'll need you to be kind of with on there with me if you want this sale. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Some people are shoppers and they don't like people talking to them or whatever, and then that's fine. But not everybody is like that, is what I'm saying. So again, if I can sell an intangible and sell a promise with, you giving me money and paying a premium every month and just walking out with a piece of paper, I think I can, you think you can pretty much sell a gift basket. Anyway, I'm not sure how I got off into all of that. Let's see. That's really awesome. Novelty Creation says, Shant says, all like my sis JCD Creation started. Thanks for all y'all support. Always, Sean. We love you. I love the raps. I love when you be rapping. That's my thing right there. I'll be dancing to you. um, Lisa Bell says cute. Novelty Creation sends hearts, purple hearts. Designs by Alfreda says, oh, cute. Baskets of Beyond, that's cute. Oh, there you guys are talking about the cake topper. Thanks. It was just something I wrapped up in just like a few minutes, something for her to stick on her cake. It had her name on it. I mean, it was just something that I did. I've been doing stuff like that for years, but Carissa says she's going to try the sip and see for Christmas. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. Invite your family members, and it's sip and see actually came about from, I think, baby showers, where people would have the baby instead of doing the shower before, they would wait until the baby is born and people would come and have a little sip and then kind of take a look at the baby. That's kind of where I got the idea from. I did it last Christmas. It worked out well. I only had maybe 10 people that came by, but one person bought 10 gifts. So there you go. I made $100 in what, 15 minutes? She didn't even stay to sip anything because she was on her lunch hour. So anyway, JCD Creation says, I have your messenger information. I'm going to reach out to you. Please do. I will also be going home for a visit soon. Hopefully we can get together. Oh, that's right. Pensacola. Yeah, come on home, reach out to me and let's go have lunch and just kind of switch ideas with each other. Never Million says, hey everyone, RA Basket says, let's see. Yes, ma'am, referring to when you go out to places. Thank you for that information. We just need to show a nice size medium sample. Got it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And don't be afraid. Don't be shy. You don't want to waste a lot of their time. Just pop in, giving it business cards, give it a little sample, do it and watch what happens. I don't know if any of you guys are like me, but let me tell you, before I do anything, before any basket leaves my house, I promise you, um, I pray over it. I'm just a praying person. I pray over it. I even pray before I start a basket. I pray over my hands. I pray and ask the Lord for his divine inspiration. I have never had a basket returned to me. Thank you, Jesus. I've never had an unhappy customer. All glory be unto the Most High, unto the Most High God. Um, I pray over every basket before it leaves my house. I ask the Lord to bless the recipient of the basket. I ask the Lord to bless the person that purchased the basket for me. And I ask for him to divinely send me more customers. Now, let me tell you, all money is not good money. We all know that, because I've had to, not a lot, but I've had a couple of customers that I just couldn't please because they just basically wanted something for nothing. We are all in business to make money. There is nothing in the world wrong with that. Nothing in the world wrong with that. But you don't want to give away your services. You can be fair. You don't have to hit people over the head, but we are in business, to do business. Okay, so just remember that. Let's see. I'm not going to be on very much longer. Divine Creation says hello, everyone. Never in a Million says, hey, Never in a Million. Yes, ma'am, I've made baskets where they bought me the products, but then I have to add a thing or two. Yes, Baskets and Beyond. Nothing wrong with that. Charge them for it. Charge them for the little extra, because when they're buying stuff they like, but they have no idea about how to design. They don't know anything about scale, size, fillers, things like that. So let them know up front, yes, I will design this for you, but I may have to add a thing or two, and it might be a little bit of an extra charge. Is that okay? I always let them know up front. I haven't had anybody to tell me, oh no, don't add anything, whatever. Because like I said, they're buying what they like, but they have no idea about a scale. They might be doing let's see, let's just take this. They might be doing a bath care basket, and they'll tell you, okay, well, I want a medium basket, and they'll bring you two items. Let them know straight up front, hey, these are really nice items. The colors go together really, really well. But to get a medium basket, we might need to add a little bit more stuff. So instead of the $30 that I was going to charge you, I don't know, I'm just picking something out of the air. The $30 I was going to charge you, it might be 40. Okay. Because if you want a nice basket, and then you got to include the basket, the wrap, and the bow. You got to include all of that in your price. So whatever your price is, let them know up front what it is that you're going to be doing. Let them know up front. And when you do that, trust me, you won't have a problem. I haven't had anybody to turn me down, or say, yeah, no, I'm not doing that or whatever. And if they do, that's fine. All money is not good money. You're not going to please everybody all of the time, and you've got to be okay. We have got to be okay with that. We got to be okay with that. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Bria. Hey, Bria. Thanks so much for all you ladies are helpful. I have learned so much. Bria, listen, I love this community. I love this community. We have some OGs in here. We have some OGs in here that have been around for a long time. I've been designing gift baskets for a long time. See that gray hair right there? I've been done, but I don't know everything. So I watch all of you guys, even the new ladies. I watch them because they have fresh ideas. So it's always a constant learning. My husband always says, and it's the truth, if you think that you are the smartest one in the room, or if you are the smartest one in the room, you need to change rooms. You need to change rooms, get some fresh ideas. We are all constantly students. We are all constantly students. So Bria, hang around with us. Subscribe to all the people that you see on here. Subscribe to their channels. They have great, great, great ideas. What do you charge, if you don't mind, when you design? Okay, that's a great question, Baskets and Beyond. It depends on what I'm designing, the size of the basket, if they are a returning customer, If it is a realtor's basket, there's a kind of a whole lot of factors, like the gift basket I'm going to design, the 3 baskets she wants for the toga party, for the real estate firm, depending on how much alcohol they bring me and what I have to do to build that basket. But I can definitely tell you, the last couple of years, it has not been under $100. I'll tell you that. Usually about 120 to $130. Um, because with alcohol being in glass and depending on what she buys, um, and it's for an entire firm. So what they do is they put their money together, buy the alcohol, and then pay me to design it. But that's on the high end. I've done stuff for realtors where I've charged like anywhere from 80 to 100, depending on the size of the basket. Some I've even done for like, I don't think I've done anything under $65 for like realtors or things like that. For kids, I just did a kids design, the chair thing. I don't mind telling you the chair design with all the toys, and I monogrammed the name on the back of the chair. $120. She paid it, and she orders from me all the time. But the stuff I put in there was really quality stuff. There was some nice things in there for her. So I'm getting better with my pricing. When I first started out, I was like, I don't know, I was scared of it. But like I said, for years I sold intangibles. I sold products. I didn't make the rates that we sold this stuff. That came from corporate, but people buy from that they like and they trust. Remember that. Even strangers that you meet, first impressions are lasting impressions. If you're out there and you're friendly or whatever, they may not buy then. They may go around to a whole lot of other vendors. But let me tell you, if somebody greets me with a smile and a great personality, and then I go to the next vendor and they're like, just hey or whatever, or they don't even speak or never smile or anything, I don't care if their prices is $5 cheaper over at that vendor. I'm going back to where I feel like I'm appreciated. Now that's just me. Different people have different buying styles, but for the most part, that's the psychology in selling. Okay, and trust me, I took a lot of them classes. Goodness, so there is a psychology in selling. It really is, and like I said, people buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. Not necessarily know, but that they like and they trust. And of course, if they know you, they're going to keep coming back if they feel like they're getting, they're getting treated well. Okay, so I answered that. Very helpful information. Great, Tamara. I'm glad. Let's see. Hey, Cheryl Williams. I have a man in my church who sells coffee beans. Oh, okay. And he wants me to make a few baskets with his coffee for Christmas, and I don't know how to charge, or should I ask how much he wants to spend. Well, let me tell you this. Is he going to provide the coffee beans for you and for you to design, or do you have to buy the coffee beans? I mean, think about that. Find out how much he's selling the coffee beans for, what you're going to add to it. Does he want different size baskets? And then kind of converse with him, because if you're going to partner with him for that, which I think, by the way, is a really great idea, because let me tell you, coffee and hot cocoa and stuff like that around Christmas time, put that with some cute mugs, um or just some coffee items and stuff like that. Those could be great sellers. But find out how much his investment is, how much you're going to invest, and then is he going to give you the products? Are you going to buy the products? That type of thing. And then talk with him and converse with him. Come up with something fair, that's fair for both of you guys, and figure out what you want your profit margin to be, and then work from there. But around Christmas time, great sellers, great sellers. I made a lot of coffee and hot cocoa baskets last Christmas. And then what I did was I went to Well, it was the $1.25 tree then. I don't know what it is now. It's the $1.50, $3, 5, 10, 19, 20, and $40 gift dollar place. I'm about to leave the Dollar Tree alone, y'all. Because if they keep going up on their prices, I'm gonna have to go someplace else. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Um, but they have those oven mitts, the oven mitts. If you have a Cricut machine, I monogram them. Hot coffee, rolling in the dough, things like that around Christmas. I got Christmas colors, the reds, the blacks, the greens, stuff like that. Christmas colors. Well, Christmas colors is anything now you want to use. Put that in there, or I mean, it's endless. Some cute little spoons and things like that, sugar packets. Figure out what you're going to add to the basket, what he wants, what he's going to say, and then you guys collaborate on a price together where it's fair for everybody. That's where I would go with that, because it's different for everybody depending on how much you're going to put into it. JCD, that is awesome. I'm happy you opened your mouth because I need to hit you up for policies. Well, JCD, let me tell you, I can give you a lot of advice because I'm still I am subbing out now. I'm not in corporate America anymore. I can give you advice on different policies. Like I said, I've been doing this for over 30 years. But as far as in the sales area of it, I have early retired and I am so happy. I am so happy. Y'all, I think I'm the only person in America, probably not in America, but I have only been retired for maybe a week. Yeah, about a week, maybe a week and a couple of days, and I've had 6 job offers. How does that work? How does that work? I told my husband if I was actually looking for a job, nobody would really want to hire me. I mean, but 6 job offers from the same company, different offices, but I've managed offices, for a really, really long time. I just don't want to do that anymore. I just don't want to do that anymore. But you know what? It's nice to be needed. It's nice to be needed. So what I'm thinking about doing around the first of the year is subcontracting, meaning I'm not going to work for any one office. I will kind of, if you guys are in healthcare, PRN or as needed, or something like that, or probably train. I'm probably going to do a trainer. That way I'll get to set my own hours, set my own salary, and so we'll see what God says. I mean, you know what? At this stage in my life, I am open to whatever God has for me. And I'm not afraid to take that quantum leap. I'm not afraid of it at all, because my thing is, He's brought me this far. I trust Him. He ain't gonna let me go now. He's just not. So, but yeah, hit me up. I'll be happy to share with you whatever I know. Okay, Carissa says yes. I'm not sure what you're saying yes to, Rissa. Rissa is my friend. She's my moderator. She's my BFF. Let's see, Divine Creations. Hey, Kim. That's me. I don't like being in front of the camera. I need to push myself to get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Actually, what I do, when I first started out, it was really hard. It's not so hard for me anymore. Um, I just know I'm talking to friends. I'm talking to my tribe. And when you get that in your mind, because nobody's here to judge, we're not here to judge, and think about it this way. Even though it's a little bit hard to get in front of camera and whatever, think about your customers out there. You got to put yourself out there. Just because I don't like to do it doesn't mean I won't do it. Okay, I don't like to exercise, but I'm making myself do it, because what I don't want to do is retire and sit around and be huge. Okay, so I don't like to do it, but I know it's necessary. So that's what I do. I don't like to just do a whole lot of things, but I push myself. I push myself because I know at the end of the day it's good for me. So when you imagine yourself in front of your camera talking to your tribe, trust me, It's easy. And we're all behind each other and we're cheering each other on. Everybody's cheering each other on. There's nobody here to judge. And if you are, you know what? I'm going to just say this, but I'm not going to say it. Opinions are like, you know what? We all got one, and yours is your. My opinion is just mine. Don't mean a hill of beans to anybody else. But I'm all about the encouragement. All about the encouragement. So Divine K, I'm gonna be looking for some of them, some of those live, so I can chime in on you. Novelty Creation says 100%. Hey, Novelty. Shant says, yes, ma'am. I definitely have to pray over every basket. That is the number one key to this whole business, in your opinion. Your opinion is spot on. It's spot on. Um, when you put positive vibes out there in the universe, I mean, what you're going to expect? Positive vibes back. So I think, Sean, you like me, we're just praying women. We keep it real, but we're praying women. That don't mean we're not without fault. Look, I fail every day. Because some things fly out of this mouth, and I'd be like, ooh, Lord, wait a minute. Did that it really come out of my mouth? But you know what? We serve a loving God. We serve a loving God. We're human, flesh. This is flesh. Sometimes we got to reel it in and keep it under control. But at the end of the day, it's our heart. So when we pray over these baskets, we're sending positive vibes out into the universe. Divines by Alfreda, I hear you. I pray over my baskets too. It's a good thing. Yes, it is. And we're going to pray over some of those sipping seas when people come, you know, positive vibes in the atmosphere. People feel that. They really do. Crafted by Lady Designs. Olympia. Hey, Olympia. Good afternoon, everyone. Watching while working. Good. Amanda at 614 Gift Baskets and More says, hey, everyone. Hey, Amanda. Deborah Burrell says, hey, Basket Case. Hey, Deb. And everyone, this is very helpful information. Great. JCD says, oh, my God, I never thought to pray over my hands. Yes. Yes. These are your tools. These are your tools. This and this. These are your tools. Pray over your hands. Pray over your mind. Ask God for divine inspiration. You know, it's just like a writer. You know, when you write, sometimes writers get writer's block and then they have to step away. If you connect with the Father, trust me. Trust me. Ask Him. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. He will surely, surely bring it to fruition. Pray over your hands. Pray over your mind. Pray for divine inspiration. So JCD says she never thought to pray over her hands. I only say, thank you, Lord, that I have activity in my hands. Thank you, sis. Hey, that's a good prayer. God knows your heart. Our prayers don't have to be wordy. Let me tell you, I talk to God just like I'm talking to people. And my friend on here, no, she always tells me about the relationship I have with God. She just, and I, believe it or not, am an ordained minister. I'm telling you, boy, let me tell you about that. I, well, I graduated from college. I ain't gonna tell y'all what year because that really would be telling my age. But anyway, and then I decided to go back to college to get my doctorate in divinity. And let me tell you, I have to tell you that story. My friend that's on here knows for 4 years, let me tell you, I was like, I am too old for this stuff. And what they asking me, my first paper that I wrote, I promise y'all, I submitted this paper and the whole paper came back red. That teacher had taken a red marker and marked through. I mean, you could not even hardly see the paper was white for the red stuff. I was so discouraged in my spirit. And let me tell you, I did not go back to school for theology to teach anything. I just wanted the learning. I wanted to dive deeper. Um and I thought, okay, my youngest was graduating, or she was going back to college, so I just decided to go back too. And I don't know, anyway, I had the time. We were empty nesters. Long story short, I wanted to go for the knowledge in theology, and one thing led to another. But let me tell you, that first year I was so discouraged. I was like, I don't believe this. But it took me a while. It was definitely a learning curve. Nevertheless, I got through it. I am not a preacher. Not a preacher. I do not have a church. Nope, that is not my calling. I was a women's minister. That's my kind of my mojo here. Um, I absolutely love women's ministry because I love my sisters. I love my sisters. And I have a nonprofit organization, Vibe Women's Ministry. I'm not going to get all into that. But anyway, long story short, um, it was a deeper connection with God. So when I say I pray over baskets, I pray over my hands, I pray over my mind for divine inspiration. I pray for you guys as a whole, the whole basket community. I do. I really do. Sincerely from my heart. I pray over all my friends, and I just pray about everything because outside of him, I don't know how to operate. I just don't. I do not know how to operate. Anyway, um, long story short, you said, thank you, Lord, that you have activity in your hands. Hey, that's prayer enough. God understands. He understands your heart. I think I've shared a whole lot of information about myself. Y'all probably not even interested in, and for that, I am sorry. BT Flower says, good afternoon. Basket Case and all in the chat. I have been listening to you, encouraging me to do what I need to do to get these baskets sold and done. Sometimes it's a little scary, but I trust God. Girl, let me tell you, the world we live in today is scary, but what you're going to do, you can't stay stagnant, okay? Stagnant water stinks. Okay, you can't stay stagnant. You don't want to go backwards. So we got to keep trudging forward. Look, Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay. Um, None of your great inventors succeeded the first time. Okay. Sometimes it takes a while. It's a process, but you got to enjoy the journey. Every no is an opportunity for the next yes. Remember that. Every no does not mean no, never. It just means no today, you know? But you got to keep, because let me tell you, for so many no's, somebody is going to say yes. Somebody is going to say yes. Sometimes fear, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Okay? Put yourself out there, try. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? They can tell you no. Okay, have a great day. Keep me in mind for when you're ready or something like that. Encourage yourself, girl. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just kind of put yourself out there, and don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. It is not you they're saying no to. A lot of people will say no because they don't have the finance, because they're embarrassed to tell you they don't have the finance. I mean, it could be a host of reasons why the people say no. Maybe they just don't like the color shirt you're wearing that day. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing at all to do with you. You smile, have a great day, know that you put your best foot forward, say a prayer in your mind over them, let it go. Next. So we got to remember that. JCD Creation is the multi-dollar store. Yep. Cheryl says, thank you for the great ideas. Designs by Alfreda says, it may be 125 store. Yeah, it might be 125. Look, they ain't hardly much there left for $1.25 anymore. I mean, you can find some great deals in there for $1.25, but they are few and far between. Let me tell you. Never a Million says, that's a job offer day. Yup. Shant says, congratulations on your newly retirement week, honey. Thank you. When I retire, y'all gonna get really tired of seeing me for real on YouTube. Every time I have time, I go in a video. Sean, I don't think anybody could ever be tired of seeing you. The energy you bring to YouTube is what we need. It is what we need. I personally absolutely love it. I'm one of your biggest fans. I promise you I am. It is so funny, Sean. When I first started on YouTube, I came on one of your lives and I tried to introduce myself or something I did. Man, oh man, let me tell you, you weren't having it. I understood that you didn't know me from Adam. You were not angry or ugly or anything. You just told me, look here, girlfriend, I got to get to know you a little bit before I start shouting you out. I understood that. I understand that whole YouTube thing. I'm not a person that really takes things personal like that. I don't. I know some people get all in their feelings and stuff. I'm over that. At this stage in my life, girl, I don't take nothing personal. So mwah, I love you, Sean. I love you so very, very much. Um, and I thank you for that because, until you get to know people, sometimes you got to kind of know what you're doing. You got to trust that spirit. You got to trust that spirit. So, but anyway, I'm glad we're in there like swimwear now. Me and you. Okay, Margaret. Hey, Margaret, how are you? Margaret is always commenting on my videos. I love you so much, Margaret. I'm always looking for your positive comments. You are just a sweetheart. Margaret just had her cataract surgery yesterday, so I'm seeing things a little bit better today. Yay! Good for you, Margaret. I am so glad you are on the mend. We're going to be looking real soon for some of those beautiful baskets you put out there. And I am so glad that your surgery went well. Let's see. She also says, I ask God to bless my hands and the fruit that comes from them. That is amazing. That is amazing. JCD says, I talk to him like I'm talking to my friend most of the time. That's a real relationship with the Father. Because let me tell you, he already knows, Sometimes I don't even talk. Sometimes I just have to moan in my spirit, just kind of depends on what I'm feeling or what I'm going through that day. The Bible lets us know that he understands the moaning and the groaning, the things that come from our spirit. He knows our hearts. So your prayers don't have to be wordy. They don't have to be just a whole lot of fluff. Just talk to him like you're talking to your best friend, or your spouse or whomever. I mean, after all, he is the love of our life. Carissa's laughing at me. I'm not really sure why. Carissa is my friend, so I don't know what she's doing. Why is she laughing at me? I have no idea. Margaret says, praise God. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm sorry. JCD Creation says to Margaret, praise God. I'm here happy to hear that all went well. I'm sorry, y'all. All things with the K. Hey, girl, stopping by to say hi and show your support. I will catch the replay. Okay, great. No problem. I'm not going to be on here much long. Alfreda says, no, that's for sharing. Ministry is good. Yes, it is. Margaret says, thank you, Hope. Appreciate that. Amanda, 614 gift baskets and more. That's exactly what I was referring to yesterday in my video. I love and admire this basket community for all the uplifting and great advice. Yes, 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 yes. Always, always. Sean, I am so glad that you understood that, sis, and that you still supported me. Girl, you can't get rid of me. Please, that just made me want to tune in even more. I'm like, she gonna get to know me. Cause yeah, I ain't going out like that. Cause we good. Let me tell you, I understood that. I understood that. Spirit, no spirit. And there's trolls on here, and you just gotta be careful. You've got to be careful. So no, girl, you can turn me off. Actually, that made me want to tune in even more. And I've been following you ever since. You can't get rid of me like that, Sean. You just can't. Sorry. And hung in there. It definitely was never anything. Girl, I know that. Personal, but yep, you are right. We are in there like swimwear. Never took it personal, sis. Never, ever, ever. I share that. Even with some of the new people that's coming on, because we do have to be careful. We have to guard our hearts. From out of it flows the wellspring of life. We got to remember that. Hey, still classy. Classy. You're just getting on here. I'm about to get off of here. But let me tell you, girl, you the reason. You the reason, classy. Let me tell you, I was in the store yesterday doing something. Dry cleaners. I forgot where I was. Anyway, there was a City Trends right across the street from where I was. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was dropping off junk. I've been cleaning up my closet since I've retired. And I was dropping off junk at the one of our thrift stores. And as I was getting back in my car from dropping off some of my stuff, your live popped up. So I clicked on it, and you were showing all this stuff from City Trends. And I was getting in my car, and there was a City Trends like right across the street, literally across the street. And I was like, classy done got all the good stuff. Let me just go in here and see. Didn't have any expectations when I went in, and let me tell you, jackpot. Classy, thank you for sharing. You are just such a sweetheart. I absolutely, absolutely love watching and listening to you. Classy, one time though, I want to see your face on video. Because I need to put a face with that sweet little voice. I really do. I want to see that face at least just one time. Just one time, Classy. Do it for me. Do it for me, girl. Do it for me. So thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I found some, and then right after you, I think Boss Lady Fee. Look, you started a trend because I know right after you, Boss Lady Fee went. I went, and I think a couple of other ladies went. Good. Let me tell you, we didn't cleared out City Trends. Thank you, Classy. I love you so much. Mwah. I want to see your face though. I do, at least one time. JCD Creations, y'all have an amazing day on purpose with purpose. We will, we will, we will. I'm going to read the last of these comments. I just left City Trends. My store had none of that. I was going to get it for personal use. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. All things with a K. Do you have another one you can try? Because it may not be in that one. Maybe you can find another City Trends. You might see something. Good luck thinking that you're going to see Classy. Classy, we all want to see you at least one time. Come on, do it. Do it for the girls. Do it for the girls. Take one for the team, Classy. We want to see you. We want to see that sweet face behind that wonderful voice. Listen, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. Baskets Beyond. I told her the same thing. Still Classy is hiding. Classy, we calling you out. Y'all are so funny. I love you back, hun. Cheryl Williams, I'm with the rest. Classy, we need to see you. Classy, you got to do it. You got to do it, girl. You got to do it. One time. Look, if I could get on there looking like this, you could do it. You could do it. Thank you all for sharing everything. I'm going to get off this live because I have been up here way longer than I intended to. But one more thing before I go. Some of the business tips that I've learned through working in corporate America for 30 plus years. Told you guys I've sold intangible things. I am definitely willing to share. So before I go, we have a YouTube live. I do it twice a month. The second and the last Sunday of every month, only for an hour. It's 4 o'clock Central Time. And it's called Minding Your Owned, OWNED, business. Minding Your Owned Business, where we get people in the community, people that I know, people that I've had relationships with that own businesses that can give us marketing tips for free that actually work. It's called Minding Your Own Business. If you guys can catch it this Sunday, 4 o'clock Central Standard Time on YouTube, right here on my channel, we're going to have an amazing lady on there. Her name is Dr. Sutton, Dr. Sequita Sutton. She is not a medical doctor, but she has several business. She has a global business. And let me tell you, the topic is going to be, what's your superpower? What is your superpower? We're talking about in selling, in ministry, in whatever area in life that you're working in now. It doesn't have to be just for the basket community. I believe in multiple streams of income, multiple ideas, but everything that is coming is from professionals. Professionals, people that own their own businesses. I would love for even some of you basket makers to come on and do just like a little hour spot, and let's share and talk. Okay, so it's called Minding Your Own Business. It's this Sunday, Central Standard Time at 4 o'clock. If you tune in, write it in your little, your wherever you keep your notes. Tune in and let's see what Dr. Sutton has to talk about our superpower. Tapping into that thing, into that God-given gift that he has put in every one of us, because every one of us has a gift. Every one of us has a gift. So tapping into your superpower, that's what we're talking about. The supernatural power that God has given to all of us, to use in the marketplace, in our ministry. They're not separate sometimes. You can have ministry in your marketplace. Okay, when we talk about praying over your hands and things like that. So tune in with us if you can. And if you guys want to host with me at one time, if you hit me up, I would absolutely love, love, love to bring you on together. Listen, guys, we have been up here a long time. Go back and watch the old video when she first did her very first live, and she has been unstoppable since. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sean. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Sean, you meant that for Classy. I apologize. Classy says thank you. Um, what time was that coming on Sunday again? 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, Classy. It's called Minding Your Own Business. The speaker that we're going to have, Dr. Sutton, she is one amazing little 4 foot, maybe 11-inch lady, powerhouse. She is not a medical doctor. She is a doctor of divinity. She is a holistic doctor, I believe. I mean, this lady she's awesome. She is really, really awesome. And she's going to be joining us from Hawaii. I think Honolulu. She lives in Hawaii. She is just amazing. She is just amazing. So if you have the time and you can catch it, tune in. If not, make sure and catch the live. Guys, I've been on here a long time. Thank you for all that you guys have stuck with me and stayed with me. I appreciate you. I love you so much. May the God that we serve every day continue to bless more and more and more, over and beyond what your mind could ever think or even imagine, because we serve that kind of God. Okay, guys, I love you all. Thank you for sticking with me on this live. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Much love from Basket Case. Mwah. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.